Hi, I'm Chris Baker, and today I'm doing a UCO Central Spotlight, and I'm joined by UCO hockey player and goaltender, CJ Wedenig. How's it going, CJ? And thank you for joining me.
I'm doing well, thanks.
Thank you. So tell us a little bit more about yourself, where you're from, how long you've been playing hockey, and just a little bit more about yourself.
I was born and raised in Calgary, Alberta, and I've been playing hockey for 12 years now. This is my 13th. And coming down here was more of a last-minute decision than anything. I was looking for a place to play college hockey for this upcoming season, and Campbell, who was on the team last year, ended up stepping down a few weeks before school started. So the coaches reached out to me, and long story short, I ended up agreeing, like the term, like the school. And
awesome. So you came down here from Calgary, and what has it been like playing here in Oklahoma versus playing in Canada with different types of fans? Obviously, it's not the number one sport here. What has that been like for you? What's your opinion on that?
Well, I would say the fans down here are a lot more dedicated and root for the team, where compared to Canada, there's a lot of different options for people to cheer for.
Yeah.
Right? You have the NHL teams, you have Pro, Junior, WHL, and then that breaks down into Junior A hockey, Junior B. So you have a bunch of options in Canada, where here you have a couple teams, but you're more passionate and driven.
Yeah, you kind of dig your feet in a little bit and get into the fan base, just because there's not really many other options versus
Exactly.
Like you said, in Canada there are a plethora of teams at different levels and different teams on the same level that you can
for sure.
that you can pick and choose to root for. So
Yes.
yeah, that is an interesting take on the fan base here. How's your season going so far, and what is the outlook for the rest of the season like in your eyes as a team?
For right now, we are 4-4 in the season, and I'd say we're doing pretty good, but we feel like we have more to give and have a bit of a higher standard for what we've been putting on the ice. So right now, in practice, we've been working on our defensive core and bringing that up to par. And on the other hand, we have our offensive core, which is very strong right now, and we plan on leaning on that and taking that momentum into the rest of our season.
And how long is a season for you guys? You guys play roughly, 32-ish games, something like that?
Something around there, yeah.
So you guys are just getting into the swing of things. You're heading into the heart of the season, which will then obviously lead into the last stretch of the season.
For sure.
So to work it all out now is huge. Hopefully you guys can figure out all the little things you got to work on and fix your problems now. That way you guys can have a strong middle of the season and finish really strong as well.
Exactly.
What are the different levels of hockey? Like you said, you've only this is your 13th year playing hockey. What are the different levels in Canada of hockey, from a young hockey player up to where you're at now? What are the different levels, and what was your favorite level, I guess, too?
Okay, yeah. So for the first start of hockey is around 4 to 6 in Canada, and Tim Hortons sponsored it, so we call all that level Timbits.
Oh yeah.
That's there for 2 years, and then from there you move on to novice hockey, and that's when you get to try out goaltending and stuff like that. And then from there you step up into Adam, and that's sort of where you choose where position you want to play, and that's where I started.
Oh really?
Playing and was an Adam.
Wow.
And then from there you move up into Pee Wee hockey, and then from Pee Wee to Bantam. And then we don't do high school level hockey. It's a separate entity.
Yeah.
So we call that level from Bantam to Midget. And then from Midget, you go on to junior hockey. And then that's placed in different levels,
depending on your skill level. And
A being the top, and then B, but you can also play Pro Junior, which is WHL hockey.
And that's kind of an am-pro thing, right? You guys,
Exactly.
There's some amateur, some pros kind of deal.
Yeah, it's around
It's
there.
a little weird. Canada hockey levels, actually hockey levels in general, are just a little different. What was your favorite level of hockey playing? I know you started out in Adams, you said, but since then in your hockey journey so far, what has been your favorite level, and maybe even what was your favorite memory of hockey, if it was in that level as well?
Yeah, I would say my favorite level of hockey was probably first year Bantam, second year Pee Wee, and I say that because it's more of a learning experience, trying different things, and pressure is high but not too high to win, and you're still trying out different things. And
you're still kind of learning the game and getting the handles of the skills of what you need to be doing.
Exactly. You still have a high level of skill, yet it's not up to where it can be. There's still room for improvement, which I enjoy.
Of course.
And for a favorite memory, I would say would be first year Bantam. It was more of the sort of adversity I had to face in that year. I was cut from the quadrant team in Bantam, and then that followed me into community. So in community hockey, we ended up doing okay in the season, not the greatest, but when it came to playoffs, we rallied together and ended up winning the championship team. And I helped get to the final there, and we ended up winning, and it was a sweet victory.
Yeah, sure. I bet that was a very prideful moment for you to overcome the challenges of being cut and probably being down on yourself a little bit, but to then go to a team and help them become successful in in that level and that league and win the championship. I had a similar story, not necessarily similar, but I was on a team where we didn't really do too good. We were more having fun and enjoying it. We weren't really winning too much, which wasn't fun, but you know, sometimes that happens.
Exactly.
We only won a couple games throughout the year out of like 50 games, and we got invited to an Ottawa tournament because a team dropped out. We ended up going up to that tournament and placing second, which was not expected of us, not by us and not by the people we were playing.
Exactly.
Because we had been up there before. So that was really awesome to, you know, not have a very successful season, to go up there and kind of play, raining on their parade a little bit. We came up short in the championship game, but that happens. It was way more successful than we even expected. So that's kind of my story of, you know, a fun challenge that we had to overcome. What's your favorite NHL team, and who's your favorite NHL player? Not many people probably know what NHL teams are even around, or even the players in general, but give it to them. Let's hear it.
All right. So out of 32 teams, my favorite team is probably the Los Angeles Kings.
The Kings? And you're from Calgary?
Yes, I know. I enjoy the Flames a lot, but I would say the Kings because my favorite goaltender is on their team, Jonathan Quick.
Ah, okay.
Quick is sort of how I like to emulate my game off of, just the way he plays and his style. His swagger stuff.
Actually, how did you find that you wanted to be a goaltender? I mean, not many people would want an 8-ounce puck shot at them at, however many miles an hour.
100 miles an hour.
100 miles an hour they go, Not many people want that, even though you do have a lot of padding, but still, sometimes you could take a beating. How'd you find you wanted to become a goaltender?
Well, it's something I've always sort of wanted since I was introduced to hockey at a young age. Had to convince my parents to let me play. That's what caused it to be such a late, because they didn't want to be the hockey parents in Canada, right? It's also expensive. So.
Yeah, it is a very expensive sport and very
position.
Expensive position.
So yeah, I just sort of kept nagging on them, and finally they decided, let's try it out. So went and played what was called roller hockey, so hockey on roller skates in the spring.
Yeah.
I started out as a goalie because we were able to rent gear, and did phenomenal there, won first place.
Really cool.
In the championship game, and all the parents were talking to mine and like, he's got a gift, let him pursue it. So,
and then your parents kind of gave in,
and we got some gear off of like Craigslist there, and we just sort of
and then kind of the rest is history. And
exactly.
And now you're really playing.
Yeah, it's sort of just been an internal passion of mine.
Yeah,
just enjoy it. The position, you're on a team, yet you're still doing your own thing.
Absolutely.
You're able to control the game, and it's just.
So tonight you guys have a game at 7:30 at Arctic Edge. You guys are doing a pause and pucks thing.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that, what that is, and just some more information?
Yeah, so Pause for Pucks is to bring awareness to rescued and abandoned dogs in Oklahoma.
For adoption?
Yes, we put them up for adoption. And you can come to the rink and you can see all the different sorts of dogs. Plus, there are more on the website. And this website, if you guys are interested in checking out, is infinityfarmsok.org.
Okay.
And you can
get some more information.
Stuff like that. And
awesome. And so that's tonight at 7:30. Puck drop is at 7:30
yes.
at Arctic Edge. So if you want to support the UCO Broncos hockey and support the rescue dogs that are up for
yes.
adoption, you can be sure to check it out at that website and at Arctic Edge. UCO Broncos hockey plays at Arctic Edge, their home game, all their home games,
yes.
and tonight is at 7:30. So I wish you good luck for tonight.
Thank
I
you.
wish you good luck for the rest of the season, and hopefully you guys can work out all the defensive.
Yes, the kinks and
the defensive kinks. Work it out and get into the middle of the season and have a really strong finish to the season.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
And good luck.
Thank you.